I am Dr. Hepsi. I am going to explain about the variation of G with latitude or rotation of Earth. Variation of G with latitude or rotation of Earth. Let us assume that the Earth is a uniform sphere of radius r revolving about its polar diameter ns. This is shown in the figure. Consider a particle of mass m on the surface of the Earth at a latitude lambda. If the Earth were at rest, a particle of mass m placed at P will experience a force mg along the radius of PO towards O. Let omega be the angular velocity of the Earth. As the Earth revolves, the particle at P will execute circular motion with B as center and BP as radius. A centrifugal force will develop under the centrifugal force acting on P along BP away from B is equal to m into BP into omega squared. M into r cos lambda into omega squared, since BP is equal to r cos lambda, that is equal to mr omega squared cos lambda. Force mg acts along PO. Resolves mg into two rectangular components, mg sin lambda along PA and mg cos lambda along PB. Out of the resolved component along PB, a portion mr omega squared cos lambda is used in overcoming centrifugal force. Let the net force be represented by Pc. Then Pc equal to mg cos lambda minus mr omega squared cos lambda and Pa equal to mg sin lambda. The resultant force mg prime experienced by P is along PQ such that PQ squared equal to PC squared plus PA squared, or PQ equal to PC squared plus PA squared the whole power 1 by 2. Mg prime is equal to mg cos lambda minus mr omega squared cos lambda the whole squared plus mg sin lambda the whole squared the whole power 1 by 2. Mg prime equal to mg into 1 plus r squared omega power 4 divided by g squared cos squared lambda minus 2r omega squared by g cos squared lambda. Mg prime is equal to mg into 1 minus 2r omega squared by g cos squared lambda the whole power 1 by 2. Here we are neglecting the higher order terms, that is r squared omega power 4 divided by g squared into cos squared lambda. Mg prime will be equal to mg into 1 minus r omega squared cos squared lambda divided by g. Since r omega squared by g is small, its higher powers can be neglected. So we get a g prime equal to g into 1 minus r omega squared cos squared lambda divided by g. The same topic, that is variation of g with latitude, can also be discussed in another method. Here the Earth is a sphere of radius r rotating with angular velocity omega about an axis passing through its pole ns and center O. Consider a body of mass m at P whose latitude is lambda. This is shown in the figure. The body is situated at P, moves in a circular path of radius small r is equal to capital R into cos lambda with angular speed omega. The necessary centripetal force Fc is by a component of gravitational force between the body and the Earth. The centripetal force Fc equal to m into Cp into omega square, that is equal to mr omega square. So Fc equal to mr cos lambda omega square. The effective force along center of Earth O equal to force of gravity F minus component of centripetal force Fc along PO, that is equal to mg minus Fc cos lambda. Substituting the value of Fc, we get mg minus mr omega square cos lambda into cos lambda, that is equal to mg minus mr omega square cos square lambda. Let g prime be the effective value of g due to the Earth's rotation. Then mg prime equal to mg minus mr omega squared cos squared lambda. G prime equal to g minus r omega squared cos squared lambda. The equation shows that the value of g decreases due to Earth's rotation. Variation of g with altitude. Let P be a point on the surface of the Earth and Q be another point at an altitude h. This is shown in the figure. The mass of the Earth is capital M and radius of Earth is capital R. Let g be the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the Earth. The force experienced by a body of mass m at P equal to mg equal to g m divided by r square. The force experienced by a body of mass m at Q is equal to mg equal to g m divided by r plus h the whole square. Here g prime is the acceleration due to gravity at an altitude h. Dividing 2 by 1, we get g prime divided by g equal to r square divided by r plus h the whole square, that is equal to r square divided by r squared into 1 plus h by r the whole square. So we get 1 minus 2h by r. Here we are neglecting the higher powers of h by r. R g prime equal to 1 g into 1 minus 2h by r. This shows that the acceleration due to gravity decreases with the increase in altitude. Variation of g with depth. Let g and g prime be the values of acceleration due to gravity at P and Q respectively. This is shown in the figure. At P, the whole mass of the Earth attracts the body. So mg equal to gmm divided by r square. Here m is equal to the mass of the body. M is equal to capital M is equal to mass of Earth and r represents radius of the Earth. At Q, the body is attracted by the mass of the Earth of radius r minus h. Mg prime equal to g m prime m divided by r minus h the whole square. Here m is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed rho and m prime equal to 4 by 3 pi r minus h the whole cube into rho. Here rho is the mean density of Earth. Dividing 2 by 1, g prime equal to g into m prime by m into r square divided by r minus h the whole square. 4 by 3 pi r minus h the whole cube into rho divided by 4 by 3 pi r cubed rho into r square divided by r minus h the whole square. So g prime is equal to r minus h divided by r, that is equal to 1 minus h by r. So g prime equal to g into 1 minus h by r. Therefore, the acceleration due to gravity decreases with increase of depth. Thank you.